Hey everyone, it's Mara Allard of Wind, Water, and Wisdom, and it's Friday. And I had a question from a viewer that I wanted to talk about. She asked if I could talk about the process of clearing and connecting. She also mentioned it was a gift, must be my gift. So I want to talk about both those things. First of all, I do plan in the future on, once I get a handle on how to put the parts together, teaching my clearing process. So I'm not going to really talk about the clearing process, but I do hope this year at some point to put together either a self-guided or an in-person on Zoom training on how I learned to clear land, or clear anything actually, clear objects, everything, because we don't think of it as limited. Houses, land, water, things, crystals, trees. So I will try to do something this year with that. That will be either self-guided with Q&A or just a live participation. Because I would like to be able to, actually probably live, because I'd love to be able to check that your items that you're clearing cleared, so that you have confirmation. But I will talk a little bit about the connection process. The connection process is once that the item you've cleared, so say I've cleared the land, like I talked about in the last video, and I wanted to clear the river, I then go into the energy of the land. So I drop into the land so I feel the energy in the heart, the soul, the beat, like a heartbeat. And then I find that in the other, and in like the river, the same thing. And then I merge them so it feels interconnected. It doesn't feel like a jolt. It feels like a smooth connection. And it's beautiful, actually. So that is how I connect it. It's all energetic. It's finding the actually pulse or the whole soul or the heart of what you've cleared, going and sitting in that energy till you feel it, and then taking that other component and doing the same, and then actually blending them together till you feel an interwoven connection. That's the process. And it just, how do I learn it? It just comes to me. I'm just aware I can do it. So that goes to the thing about, oh, that's your gift. And I thought about this. We all have these gifts inside of us. They've always been here. They just become reawakened. If you choose to let them be reawakened, if you choose to go there and try to dig them out and see if you can do. People say they can time travel or remote viewing. I can do I can't remote view because I don't see anything at this point. But I can feel, if I say I put myself in a different place, I can feel the energy at that place. That I don't usually hear there either, or I haven't practiced that enough. Again, it's practicing and learning. But we all have, I believe we all have these gifts, and they are all within us. They just become reawakened. Yes, for me, I kind of had a jolt in COVID that made me aware. But that was like a one jolt, and then you have to pursue. So I believe that if anyone feels, oh no, that person is special. No, we all have it. We were all born with it. It's just coming back to remembering them, that they exist within us. But what I thought this morning before I did this video is the process of clearing and what this has meant to me. First, I was a realtor, and that meant homes. I loved homes. There was something about it, bringing people into homes, a place where they would have their sanctuary, their quiet place, the place where they gather, whatever home meant to them, creating that space, something that was safe, something that was like a sanctuary, something that was whatever, creative hub, whatever that meant for them. Some people love parties, whatever they wanted that home to be. I felt how important that was. Then when I stepped out of real estate, I was called to work with the energy of home, and that expanded to land and to waters and animals and everything. And I finally realized that this has all been about clearing, returning to my home, clearing away the levels and layers. Just like when you go into a home and energetically clear it of all of the energies that don't serve it, I feel like I'm coming home to myself, clearing the levels and layers of identities that no longer serve me. And that's huge. This is what I think this whole process is about, is coming back to our authentic selves, the person that we came here to be, and remembering that person. And through my life, I've never been a confrontational person. I don't like conflict. I avoid it like the plague. But there have been these strong, for me, women in my life that have shown up. And sometimes I felt uneasy around them. But I was shown a while back that those people were to show me that they were being authentic, a lot of them. They were standing in their power. Not all of them, but a lot of them had a voice and they were using it. And the part of me that kind of was like, ooh, it was the voice inside me that needed to come out. It was like a mirror showing me something, but I didn't know what it was then. And now, as I slowly have been emerging over the last couple of years, and will keep emerging, I'm sure, into who I was always meant to be. So that's the clearing away. And can you begin to start to clear away, if you're like me, figuring out who you really are and why you're here? And I know that it's happening because yesterday I went to the beach. As you can tell, I'm a little sunburned. And when I was at the beach, it was not like being at the beach before. I was so hyper aware. Like, I saw everything in detail. You know, I saw what the waves were creating, the ripples on the sand. I saw the shells in a way I didn't see them. I saw the sandpipers. I saw the waves. I saw mothers and fathers with their children, and I cried, like, at the intimacy of just them hugging and digging sandcastles. I was at a much softer level, an aware level, than I've been in a long time, which means layers are coming off. When I can see beauty on a deeper level, I know that I'm beginning to really figure out who I am and what coming home to myself looks like. So as this weekend emerges, I wonder if you can look at yourself and say, am I truly my authentic self? Is this really who I am supposed to be? And if not, can I start to just look at what doesn't belong? And that's what doesn't belong, what doesn't feel right anymore. And see if you can let it go. And even if you fall back into that habit or whatever it is, it's human. I do all the time. But when you bring awareness to it, and then forgiveness, you don't beat yourself up. Okay, I screwed up. I really didn't want to do that, and I did it. I forgive myself. I just read this the other day, a mother teaching her child when he says an apology to somebody, and then he says, I forgive myself. I thought that was so beautiful. Like, I'm sorry I hurt you, and now I forgive myself for that as well. If only I had learned that as a child. How much easier would life have been? But that's okay. I'm learning it as a 56-year-old adult, to forgive myself as I would a child. Have a beautiful weekend.